What's going on, Buffs Nation? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. I'm sure many of you saw the news. We have another Florida State transfer coming to Boulder this summer. That is defensive back Travis J. Now reunited with his original coach and recruiter from Florida State, Willie Taggart. And he's a pretty interesting situation. Brings a lot of size to this secondary, another 6'2 guy, so a big guy back there in the secondary, a little over 200 pounds now. He's stocky, he's built, he's going to add physicality. When he came over to Florida State in 2019, ranked as the number 14 cornerback in the nation, and in high school, similar to Jawan Johnson, who recently decommitted from CU from Louisiana, he played quarterback for his team as well as defensive back, and was a two-star or two-way athlete. Now, things didn't work out for him as expected in Florida State, or at Florida State. It seems like people had pretty high expectations for the four-star player coming out there. Now, seems like they moved him at different positions, two different positions, played a little bit of free safety, played some corner. It would vary kind of year to year where they would have him. He started in 2019 redshirting, got on the field part-time, made a few starts in 2020, 2021. He has 3 career interceptions, a fumble recovery, and I think around between 30 and 40 tackles career-wise or so during his time here at Florida State, but never really fully reached his potential so far. And he's another guy that we're bringing in here that, again, we're hoping that a change of scenery, he might be able to grow and develop his game because of that. Maybe it's the way in which Charles Kelly chooses to use him that might be a little bit different, where he might be able to flourish a little bit more. But he brings a lot of athleticism. Again, this isn't going to be a type of recruit or a transfer right now that makes a ton of headlines like some of the other guys that we've brought in, but he brings great athleticism. Doesn't have like top end speed, so I'm wondering if we will more use him kind of in a safety hybrid linebacker role, maybe depending on who's split out wide. If there's a tight end split out wide or whatever, he can cover him. Or maybe we'll just fully use him at corner. I'm not a coach, so this is all me just speculating. I want to hear what y'all think. But overall, a very interesting transfer coming in here, adding more depth and competition into this secondary. Again, if you look at this team from even last year, a guy like Travis J coming in here, this is a top-end athlete compared to what we've been able to recruit in the past and where this team was at in the past. Again, I don't think we've had one secondary guy right now that has left this team stay Power 5. I could be wrong on that. I saw that Tyron Taylor just committed to Memphis this week, but overall, like, most of our guys are going G5. I think Travis J is a Power 5 football player, football athlete, and hopefully his time here in Boulder is beneficial. Again, with him coming in here prior to COVID, he actually has another extra year of eligibility with his red shirt. So even though he was on the scout team last year as well for FSU after playing part-time in 2020 and 2021, he still brings another 3 years of eligibility, which is great for his long-term development. And I think when you're looking at it from a Buffs perspective, I think the more veterans and older players that we can have here on the roster right now as time moves on, I think that's really going to benefit us and help us win games here in the Pac-12. So I found a few different highlights from this FSU channel. Again, go check him out. I'll link him in the description. I didn't want to link his huddle tape just because it's 4 years away now. Like, I don't really think that that's totally relevant, but I did snag a few highlights so you can see his playmaking ability. He has a little bit of return ability. His hands seem great. You can see that he's a physical, sure tackler. Well, let's roll the tape. All right, so this first clip here, you're going to see a fantastic one-handed interception. Again, showing off that athleticism to really jump up there and get it. Shows the solid hands. We'll see another replay of it here in slow motion. He's able to come off his kind of original coverage, make that catch. Again, here's another interception to help end that game against Notre Dame. So you love to see the hand. Now here's some more footage of him in coverage. Again, this is pretty textbook. He's beat, but he's able to provide himself fantastic positioning, gets turned around in time to get that pass deflection. Here's some physicality. Again, you can see some of his tenaciousness tackling, his physicality, his aggressiveness. and then we'll see a little bit of his return ability as well. Again, doesn't have blazing speed, but he's got enough speed. I think he's going to be a productive player. Let me know what you think, and Sco Buffs.